All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar titled Building Your New Technology Bridge for a Post-Pandemic Business Environment. My name is Kelechi Anyebu, and I'm a founder and principal consultant at Data Engineering, specializing in digital operations, with the focus of helping business owners and managers to unlock their innovation potential and improve their decision-making agility. I'm presenting today along with our technology partners, Jacqueline Mercurio from B2B Gateway and Chris Hudson from Health Systems. We are delighted to have them here to present some success stories. We also lucky to be in Perth, Western Australia, where we could say we are experiencing a post-pandemic environment, given that businesses are back to some form of normality. Before we continue, I just wanted to mention that if you have any questions during this presentation, please feel free to enter them using the Q&A chat feature on this webinar platform, and we will answer them at the end of the presentation. Also, we'll be recording this webinar, so everyone that has registered at some stage will receive an email containing the link to the webinar recording. As participants in this webinar event, you will understand some of the changes in the business environment that is driving business owners and managers to rethink their operation strategy. You will also discover what digital operations is and why it is considered a new bridge for a post-pandemic business environment. And finally, you will hear some success stories on customers who are currently in their journey towards a digital operation. All right, 4 years ago, we saw an opportunity to bridge the gap between business and technology after completing an MBA at the University of Western Australia. Given I had a background in automation, systems engineering management, and supply chain management, both from my university education and experience whilst working on a global engineering firm, it was clear to me that the transformation that was occurring in the IT industry needed individuals with cross-domain knowledge and those that have the ability to bring together different functional groups to deliver optimum business value. The realization of this opportunity ignited the entrepreneurial side in me, which gave birth to data engineering. Since then, my vision has been to help managers and business owners to leverage industry-ready digital and automation technologies to solve their current and future business challenges without the hassle. Over the years, data engineering has evolved into an innovation consultancy. We specialize in process automation, custom software development, and cloud-based ERP integration services. We follow a prototyping-based approach towards our engagement that allows us to be adaptable to change, which is native to innovative solutions. We have built capability through partnership with world-leading suppliers of software and automation solutions that enables us to provide a wide range of innovative digital solutions. Right. Since the coronavirus pandemic event began, I've observed the business environment change rapidly to one that is like a startup environment. The startup environment is one that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous, which makes it extremely challenging to remain focused. Starting a business requires the endurance of a marathon runner, fueled by the passion of having and raising a child. Anyone who has gone through the startup journey would agree that, or would tell you that the road is a challenging environment filled with obstacles and definitely not for the faint-hearted. To survive in this type of business environment, business owners and managers now need to unlock their innovation potential and think of a new business approach where technology is used to build the level of flexibility and agility required to survive in this type of environment. It made sense for business owners to prepare and execute long-term business plans in the past, but with the rate at which new knowledge is being created, coupled with the volatility in the market, as a result of the coronavirus crisis, it really doesn't make much sense to do long-term planning. Consider that in a single generation, business owners have had to adapt entirely new marketing channels such as websites, social media. They are also now deciding on which new technology to invest in and how they can use this to compete on a global stage. Over the years, I've learned that in order to build a good startup, aside from the usual cash flow issues, you need to have a clear vision, a good understanding of the market you're entering so that you can constantly experiment with different approaches to solving the business challenge you have set out to address without any fear of failure. And also, you need the ability to quickly adapt to any changes in the market you're entering. As you as a business owner or manager, you need the ability to sort of think like an entrepreneur and find out ways to navigate the complex environment we are in today. You also need to understand the challenges that exist today so that you can devise cloud technology strategies that can help you stay afloat, as well as take advantage of opportunities that exist today to grow your business. The problem presented today is how fast can we learn and absorb these new changes and opportunities that exist today to avoid a situation where the marketplace or opportunity are far ahead of your strategic business plan. The current environment means that business owners and managers now need to think of how they can quickly test and implement their business improvement or transformation ideas. The ability to quickly test and implement your business improvement and transformation ideas relies on a good understanding of the technology and skills required to identify and deliver your digital initiatives. It also requires better transparency and integration of the business processes to enable agility when validating innovative value creation opportunities. This problem has also highlighted the need for qualified consultants who have the ability to quickly understand your business challenges and help you experiment to find the best possible solution to address your particular problem at any particular time, and also one that can provide you with optimum business value. In the last 5 years, we've seen the IT industry transform. We've seen the initial movement from on-premise IT environment to the cloud environment to enable better integration and collaboration between IT and business operations under the offering of platform as a service, allowing customers to develop, run, and manage applications without the complexity of building and maintaining the infrastructure typically associated with developing and launching software applications. Now, what we are observing is this new packaging of on-demand services that businesses can procure. For example, analytics as a service to help businesses understand the patterns that provide business value, and automation as a service to help ensure compliance to business rules and improve the speed at which you realize business value. A growing number of startups are emerging to provide services that are at the same level as that provided by some large organizations, because they can start their business with these type of cloud services whilst maintaining a low headcount. By making flexible monthly payments to software as a service vendors, these startups are able to fast track their business growth without having to make any capital expenditure. The other trend is that the open source development environment has enabled software developers across the world to collaborate and develop amazing software applications that are redefining the way businesses operate. A business management software solution from one of our partners, Odoo, is an example of an application that originated from the open source development environment. It's really amazing to watch how the open source environment has propelled technology innovation, especially during this period. This open source model of software solution development is being accelerated as companies are now forced to innovate faster to tackle the challenges presented by this pandemic event. My last point here is a survey conducted by the Australian Bureau of Statistics last month. It was reported that about 64% of businesses are operating under modified conditions due to COVID. The most common type of modification that businesses reported were changes to the way products or services are provided to their customers. This is most likely those businesses that have decided to look at new opportunities online and connect to new customers who are located in other parts of the world. Also, in addition, businesses also reported changes in their operating hours so that employees can work from home and only available at the office when they have appointments with other colleagues or customers. Businesses are now also reporting modifying their supply chain and their inventory stockpile of both raw and intermediate materials due to border restrictions, which will most likely remain until the COVID vaccines are available and widely distributed. Other reports also suggest that an overwhelming majority of business owners and managers are concerned about the profitability of their business over the imminent or long-term future, which calls for the need for to maintain business resilience during this period. Resilience is especially important today because the business environment is becoming more dynamic and unpredictable. So maintaining business resilience during this period requires the energy of a marathon runner, which you can achieve by first having an organizational view of your business performance, together with an understanding of drivers of change in your business community, so that you as a business owner has the ability to react quickly to opportunities and threats presented by the COVID situation. So what does this new technology bridge look like? Well, many organizations are currently using business management systems that have been designed with the focus on operational efficiency and production quality. However, these systems were not built for uncertainty and rapid changes in the business environment, such as what we're experiencing today. This is why a number of businesses are struggling to cope with the effect of this pandemic, while others who have already invested in building a flexible technology bridge are taking advantage of opportunities presented by this pandemic. The flexible bridge is what I'm calling a digital operations. Your digital operation technology stack should begin with Streamline. This is where you invest in building a solid foundation that integrates and streamlines the different processes within your business, from your marketing and sales activities to your finance, HR, and operations, using a modular ERP solution. Rather than investing in cloud services from different vendors, paying for monthly subscriptions for features that you may or may not use, and later facing the challenge of integrating them, you're better off investing in an all-in-one solution that is being tightly integrated to enable robust flow and secure flow of data at all parts of your business. In addition to integrating your internal business functions, a strong foundation also means that you need to streamline your business processes using cutting-edge integrated EDI and API solutions that allow you to receive orders from your trading partners directly into your ERP system, rather than receiving purchase orders or invoices via email. Selecting the right cloud solution, cloud hosting environment, whether it's on the public or the private cloud, is also important. So the help, you probably need some support to get this right, because this is the foundation required for successful digital operations. And the other point I was going to mention here is the sub, or what I'm calling the superstructure here. So the superstructure is automate. So this is the final stack that will deliver step change productivity in your business through the automation of rule-based and repetitive tasks that your employees would normally carry out on their computer as white-collar workers. A key technology that is enabling significant value in this space is robotic process automation, often called RPA. And RPA is empowering users to automate processes that are once manual without the need for IT or developer assistance. So by doing this, your employees can reduce or eliminate mundane aspects of their job, freeing them to interact with each other collaboratively to create real value for your business. It also can be used in automatically, getting information into the systems that you use to run your business, to ensure accuracy and compliance to business rule. It doesn't really matter what stage you are in your business, whether you're a startup or a large multinational company. You can start implementing this technology stack required for a digital operations. So now, at Data Engineering, what we've done is that we've partnered with Odoo, which is a world-leading ERP solution vendor, health systems, and B2B gateway, and other software integrators to implement the technology stack required for a digital operation, which I believe is the foundation, superstructure, and substructure of a new bridge required for a post-pandemic environment where constant change is the new normal. We also currently helping businesses with a flexible foundation that would unify their business. So we are looking at, also building like, e-commerce sites that integrate with sales, accounting, inventory, and manufacturing operations to provide visibility and improve decision making, and as well as increase productivity. We're also doing things like, building mobile and web applications that allow customers to order products from the comfort of their homes in collaboration with our partners and systems integration partners. So with this comes to the end of my part of the presentation. I will now let Jacqueline and Chris to present their success stories.
Thanks, Kalechi. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. I'm Jacqueline Mercurio from B2B Gateway. So I'll be sharing with you what is B2B Gateway and how our services helps businesses, especially this post-pandemic. Okay, so B2B Gateway has been in business since 1999, and it's a full-service cloud-based global EDI provider and automated chain integration solution. Our headquarters is located in Rhode Island. Since with the demands of it, we have set up an office in Ireland, Australia, and recently this year in UK. We have processed over nearly 10 million transactions per month, and that's within the 35,000 clients or trading partner that we have relationship with. Since we are a global company, we support all EDI standards and communication methods, such as X12 format. EDIFACT stands for Electronic Data Interchange for Administration, Commerce, and Transport, which is a global set of rules defined by UN for the intercompany electronic data exchange between two or more business partners via EDI. AS2 is the most secured connection. VAN is the value-added network, and FTP, which is the file transfer protocol. This is a standard network protocol used for the transfer of computer files between a client and a server on a computer network. And of course, we are very flexible and we can be able to customize solutions depends on business needs. Before we proceed, I would like to give you an overview what is EDI. EDI stands for Electronic Data Interchange, and it's basically an exchange of data electronically between two businesses, or simply let two ERP or accounting software to talk to each other. So the benefits of this, one is it will minimize human errors. Two, improve record accuracy and business cycle speed as everything is automated into your system. And it will allow you improve efficiency as well. By taking document transfer off your employees' plates, EDI software giving them more time to handle other business processes that needs attention. To add on to this, the reduction in error and increase in accuracy means no more having to do things over and over again, and it will save you a lot of time. So the next one I'll be showing you is how EDI fit into marketplace. If you're looking at the picture above, is we connect basically two trading partners towards your accounting software or ERP systems such as Odoo, Xero, NetSuite, etc. We can be able to integrate that towards your 3PL as well, which is the third party logistics. And we can support any business documents that are required by the trading partner. So B2B is basically, or business to business connectivity is not an out of box solution. And we can be able to meet our client needs depends on what they're looking for. And also this is not a hard coded, and we can support any customization depends on what you really need. So upon engaging on the services, we what we do is we actually give you a dedicated setup team for you to onboard all the ongoing relationship or each new relationship of the trading partner. And of course, the last but not the least, we support all transactions and record types such as sales orders, item fulfillments, purchase order, shipping advice, which is the ASN, Advanced Shipping Notice, EDI 856, in give you an inventory reports and give them an accurate inventory summary with your trading partner. So the next one that I'll be showing you is basically the success story that we have based in Australia, which is the Truth Scope. Okay, just keep. Okay, this one. So they're based in Australia in Redhead. So they are the one who offers all-in-one light and tongue depressor, and they are the first company that offers this kind of product in the whole world. So what happened is they actually need to fulfill a substantial amount of orders from their trading partner, which is the CVS pharmacy. After searching the market extensively, the company chose us to fully integrate EDI for Zero solution to automate their transactional process, which would remove the need to manually encode the data again to their system, and it expedites the cash cycle payment process. So the solution that we provide them is to automate all the information that they need by the trading partner and send back all the information that they require, and we effectively manage the operations through EDI. So one of the documents that they require by the trading partner is the EDI 810, which is the invoice, and EDI 850. So these are the two basic documents that they are required by the trading partner. So the cycle is pretty much once the trading partner send their orders through PO, it will automatically generate an invoice for them and send it back to the trading partner. So the good thing about this, it automate everything, all the information that you need, and it will expedite the payment process. And one of the additional documents that they require is the EDI 812, which is the credit or debit adjustment. So this transaction is used to communicate an adjustment to the charges for products or services. So it's basically an equivalent of a paper credit or a debit memo. So an 812 may be used by a seller to notify its customer of an increased debit or credit in the amount that the customer is being charged with the PO or the 810. So the common reasons for this adjustment is basically if the item was defective, the product order was not received, the goods were being returned, or even the actual quantity delivered was greater or lesser on the original PO. That will translate on the 812 for the credit or debit adjustments. So with that being said, operations on the digital world helps businesses to achieve operational excellence. And EDI is one of the solutions to be able to handle it efficiently. especially this post-pandemic. After this webinar, we can be able to send you out some information, or you can visit our website on www.b2bgateway.net for more information. Thank you. So I think that would be the end of the slide. I'll hand over to Chris.
Thank you very much, Jacqueline. And thanks, Kalichi, for inviting Help Systems to participate in today's webinar. So let me introduce myself. My name is Chris Hodgson. I'm one of the Senior Business Development Managers and Account Managers at Help Systems. So Help Systems, who are we? So we're an American software vendor supporting our global clients from 25 regional offices around the world. So we were founded in the 1980s and have grown consistently year on year with an even mix of strategic acquisitions and organic growth. So at Help Systems, we provide a complete suite of cybersecurity and workload automation tools. So within cybersecurity, we have data security products, identity and access management solutions, data loss prevention, data classification. It is all about securing your data, whether you're kind of redacting certain information from sensitive documents or emails, or indeed making sure that only privileged email users get access to certain data. We have a solution that can help with that. And on the other side of the business, we have our automation division. So within that, we have a batch scheduling and workload automation tool, JAMS. We have our RPA tool, Automate, that we're here to talk about today. And we also have an automated file transfer solution. So why look at our RPA tool, Automate? Basically, it's powerful automation that's geared up for anyone. What you may have found about the RPA market, if you've done any research yourselves, is it's very saturated. There's a few key players that have very expensive products. They're quite difficult to use, they're very coding intensive, and it's hard to get a return on investment for smaller businesses. Automate kind of addresses some of the key value propositions within the market. So Automate has a no-code drag and drop interface of over 600 actions that can basically be pulled together in form-based development to build very, very complex workflows. So if you're interacting with ERP systems, databases, if you need to scrape information from a website, send a file somewhere, all of these actions can be basically dragged together into a workflow for a form. Our bots are both attended and unattended, so they're unrestricted. A lot of other vendors will sell you either sort of attended or unattended bots, but they can't be both. So ours are unrestricted. So what this means is you can have full process automation where the bots are managing themselves in the background, or in fact, you can create automation on demand scenarios. So you might have a human in the loop scenario where a person needs to kick off a process that will then automate the rest of the workflow. But this might be an ad hoc requirement. So again, because our bots can be used in both ways, you can get some real value. And it's also unmatched value. So we remove the #1 challenges that most businesses have faced when trying to get involved with RPA, and that's price. It is a very expensive software for a lot of the vendors out there, and it kind of prices out sort of SMEs. So what we've managed to do is develop 3 price plans, which essentially kind of give us options for almost any size of organization. I'll just talk you through these very quickly. So we have an Automate desktop version. So this is a single installation version meant to be installed on one PC or one server, and it can help either a small business or a particular user automate processes within their sphere. We do have several enterprise customers who have several versions of desktop running throughout their teams, and they use it pretty effectively. But ultimately, for larger scale enterprise businesses, they would want to be looking at one of our 2 enterprise plans, Automate Plus or Ultimate. Essentially, it's a 3-tier architecture. So Automate Plus would be installed on a server, and you'd have bots that were going to be installed on your remote servers close to where your workload resides. Automate Plus is really just our entry-level bundle. It comes with 5 bots, 2 studios in 1 production environment to get you up and running. Now, at the other end of the scale, we have an unlimited consumption license plan called Automate Ultimate, which essentially allows you to develop unlimited bots and unlimited studios across production, non-production, and a DR/HA environment. This has proved extremely popular for businesses that may have already started their automation journey, but have found it very difficult to scale. So with Automate Ultimate, it's a CapEx investment, and you'll then just have an ongoing support and maintenance payment, which is very, very cost effective and essentially means you can scale your kind of bot usage indefinitely. Now, everything in between Automate Plus and Ultimate is available a la carte. So if you wanted to buy a bot or a studio or a non-production environment, everything in between can be bought a la carte, but it just gives you kind of some cost-effective bundles that you can start looking at. And it's not uncommon for people to start with desktop and run a pilot for their business, prove the ROI, and then migrate onto something like an Automate Plus. But you know, we've got options that kind of cover everybody's need and everybody's price point. My apologies, sorry, the mouse is very sensitive. So in terms of the types of business processes that are very typical for our customers to look at automating. So, you know, web browser task automation, you know, going to a website, grabbing some information, some data, pulling that into an Excel, and then maybe sending it onto another database to upload that information. You know, data scraping and extraction, as I've covered, any kind of reports generation and distribution, whether this is from a database or an ERP system, you know, automating the file transfer process. User provisioning, this has been very big for us, is kind of user onboarding and offboarding. We've seen a lot of companies that have kind of high turnover of contractors that have looked at that user provisioning, and in one case saved thousands of hours alone. So cloud automation, you know, again, commissioning and decommissioning of VMs, anything along the terminal emulation front, and automating your Microsoft applications, whether it be Excel or SQL, whatever. There's loads of scope to improve efficiencies there. Again, automated batch processing can also be done, as well as GUI automation, and we are bringing in an advanced OCR capability in 2021 that will see that kind of GUI automation and kind of web browser task and data scraping become far more efficient. Now, in terms of the story I'd like to share with you, one of our kind of global industrial customers over in Canada essentially had a problem with their ERP system that they wanted to start looking at Automate for. So, as probably most people are aware, if you're using an ERP system, there's a lot of manual processes that can be pretty tedious to kind of deal with on a day-to-day basis. What this customer also had is, if they hadn't finished running all their workflows in their ERP system by the morning, this actually caused a disruption to the users. Basically, they would get access to a much slower system because it was still processing data. So what was happening is a team of people were spending 2.5 hours each per day on processing these ERP workflows manually, and it was very error prone. So not only was it taking a lot of time, but they were getting a lot of inconsistencies within the data of the reports. So what they've done is they've looked at Automate. Essentially, with Automate and our drag and drop interface of form-based development, they are able to very quickly and very easily automate this process. This was a team of non-technical professionals. So they worked in a kind of accounting finance type role rather than a traditional IT position. So as I say, they were quickly able to get across Automate's drag and drop interface. They were able to automate this process and significantly cut down times of custom scripting and development, and also the actual kind of timeframes that it took to run this process. So essentially what they've done is they've built step-by-step workflows through our drag and drop interface, and then been able to run this process unattended overnight with complete success. In terms of some of the hours, we saved the team 12 hours per week with a 99.9% uptime. Obviously, they were able to kind of reinvest that time in keeping their business streamlined and efficient during these kind of COVID times. This is just one of many examples of how RPA can be used to streamline your business, to give back your staff the time they need to look at strategic initiatives and implementing new strategic technologies. So again, if you have any further questions about RPA and how it might be used within your business, feel free to reach out to me via Kelechi. I'd be happy to answer any questions and appreciate your time. Kelechi, back over to you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Chris. All right, thank you, guys. Just wanted to recap. I mean, the reason why we decided to do this webinar is to sort of give you as a business owner and or manager an understanding of what's happening in the environment, because the environment has changed, and this type of solutions are now more important than more important now to have. So having an understanding of what they are and what they can do for your business is a good start. So we can help you with that. So we would now go through some questions. Let's see if we received any questions that we can go through. Yep, there are no questions right now. Well, with that, thank you everyone for the time you've taken off your busy schedule to attend this webinar. We're looking forward to helping you deliver a digital operation. So please book a custom demonstration via our websites so that we can take you through this journey. We in collaboration with our technology partners. I don't know if you guys have anything else to say, Chris or Jacqueline, before we round up.
No, just reiterate what you've said, Kelechi. Any questions, anybody like a product demonstration, feel free to reach out to us via yourself and we'd be happy to facilitate that, or just have a chat about some processes that they're looking to automate and would like to understand how that could look. All
right, okay. Jacqueline, do you have anything else before we round up?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much cover everything. Anything that they need to really understand and stuff, we can be able to assist them. They can reach out to you, or just feel free to visit our website as well if they need to be. And of course, thanks for having me here, Kelechi.
That's all right. All right, thank you guys. With this comes the end of the webinar. Thank you.